Hello, everybody. It's Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you live on this Tuesday as we head into the week. We have some wild weather coming, particularly on the weekend, as a cold front will be blasting its way through the region. Let's start with your hour-by-hour forecast and get going with what we are expecting as we head into the overnight hours. So overnight, mostly quiet across the region. We are going to see a chance for those winds picking up. You see all these isobars here. They're very close together. That's a big pressure change. That's forcing the air to make its way across the region. So gusty winds are in the forecast as we go through the morning hours. But do notice this. Isolated areas in central Minnesota, the Red River Valley, and North Dakota of thunder showers or passing showers. So passing clouds and showers, gusty winds over 30 miles per hour at times in some areas. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Looks like we do have a few on board. Good evening, Simon. Good to have you on board as well. And thanks to all my YouTube folks out there watching as well. Look at northeast Montana, a better chance at more widespread rain there. Basically from around Glendive right up through Circle and on in towards the areas near Fort Peck Reservoir, heading into your mid-morning hours. So now as we continue to advance the forecast, you're going to see passing clouds and showers, gusty winds continuing into your evening on Wednesday, and then heading into the nighttime hours after 10, a passing shower or rumble of thunder in Lake of the Woods County, northern Beltrami County. That's where this model has painted the best chance for that activity to go. Carrying you through the overnight hours, that low pressure system jumps way up north of Winnipeg, taking with it the wind from North Dakota, still a little on the breezy side for your Thursday across greater Minnesota. Thanks for watching, Cheryl. Good to have you on board. And thank you, Mary, for watching as well. Good evening to you. And it says, thank you very much for the information. And I appreciate being able to be the one that you trust with your weather information. So now, taking a look at today's weather, it was a dandy doozy and it was hot out there. Let's take a look at some of the readings that we saw today. Thanks to my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. Here are highs across the region for the day today. Notice Grand Forks, 86 degrees, 84 in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Hey, North Dakota and Agricultural Weather Network has a few instruments across Lakes Country. Look at Otter Tail County, upper 70s there. And look at the heat up in northern Cass, 87 north of Fargo, and out to the west, Sidney, Montana, a 90 burger was flipping out there, and that's how we see things working for the day today. Let's take a look at the forecast then as we go through now with your numbers for tonight. As we go through the overnight hours, temperatures out to the west will be the coolest. ILC temperatures there around 50 degrees or so. As we make our way into parts of central North Dakota, we'll see morning temperatures in the 60s, mid-60s here in the valley, and out toward the North Shore, the cool area there, but still near 60 degrees. So the muggiest weather right here in the Red River Valley heading into your Wednesday afternoon. That wind will be chugging away. 7:06 at night, the time of sunset, gusty with isolated storms across northwest Minnesota. And we will see those temperatures cooler out near Lake Superior. Only 60s there. The Twin Cities, 80 degrees. Jamestown, Valley City in the low 80s. And we'll see some 70s punching their way into parts of Montana heading into your Wednesday. Now, Hutch's 7-day planner, big thank you to my friends at Eventide. Eventide is a wonderful place to live and an awesome place to work, and you can find out more at eventide.org today. Look at that. You're going to wake up tomorrow, or here in just about 2 hours and 44 minutes or so. It's going to be October, 86 degrees at temperature in Fargo, gusty south wind, isolated thunder. Mainly late, that's why I draw the thunderstorm here on the right side of my graphic. Heading into Thursday, it looks hot, 89 degrees, 86 degrees on Friday as a cold front starts to make its way through. And we'll take a look here momentarily at what this system looks like and when the rain will make its way through. The best chance of Thursday thunder will be way out to the west. Then on Friday, that low makes its way into our neck of the woods. We'll have passing showers here, mainly north, says Hutch's 7-day, with evening storms down south. Saturday, passing showers again, mainly to the north, but look at the temperatures. And I want to point this out on Sunday, as you're getting ready to watch some Vikings football once again. 58 in the morning in Fargo. In the afternoon, wait, did Hutch make a mistake? Nope. Hutch puts his 7-day forecast together so it reads like a book. 58 degrees in the morning, dropping like a 2-ton heavy thing, or at least dropping a little bit when we normally expect it to rise. How about 55 in the afternoon? We will lose 22 degrees off of our high temperature between Saturday and Sunday. And it gets cooler still as we go into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Oh, some unsettled weather then does follow that as well. Let me take a moment here to take a peek at some of the comments that we have so far. Cloudy says, hi, Hutch. Hi, Cloudy. Good to have you on board. I love the name. Cloudy's a good one and fitting. James from Valley City, it's wonderful to have you on. Derek says, hi, give a shout out. I'm here. Derek, here's a shout out and a mile high salute to you. Thanks for joining me on Hutch's Weather. Mary Smith says, good evening and thanks for the information. And I appreciate you joining me here on Hutch's Weather. And taking a look at some of the comments that I'm getting on my YouTube channel as well. Thanks for joining, Anjanette. Have a loved one in North Carolina. We will go over some of the weather going on there here momentarily. I do want to point out, hey, from Holly says Ryan, and also Bonnie says, nice weather. Looking forward to some cooler weather out there as well. Hey, Nathan, it's good to have you on board. Now let's take a look at some of the other facts going on across the area. To do that, we're going right back to this radar view here, but we're going to switch it up just a little bit and we're going to take a look at what's going on with regards to our current conditions. So as we look outside right now, your temperatures are still a little on the muggy side and we still have some wind chugging across the region. So those now temperatures look like this. Where you're seeing those orange colors here on the map, those are definitely showing that we do have some weather that is warm, and we're in the 70s here. Fargo, Moorhead, Grand Forks, 73 degrees, 72 in the Cheyenne River Valley, in the James River Valley, and we have 68 for you folks in Gwinner right now. 66 for the Brainerd Lakes area. Fergus Falls, Lakes Country, generally hovering right around 70. The same thing goes for you in War Road. Woo-wee! Look at the cool pool settling in on the North Shore out there. So that's what's going on in that neck of the woods. Now let's see if we can take a look at what's going on with our tropical weather. So we did have a question about what's going on out there. Let's get to it. And Hutch has a tropical graphic loaded up. Let's see if we can see what's going on here as we get out to that national view here across the, well, let's go out right here and take a look at the Atlantic. Look how busy things are. Here is Hurricane Humberto. Hurricane Humberto has weakened substantially today from a Category 4 to a 3-2 and now a 1 as it works its way off to the east. Look at that right turn. We talked about the right turn, Clyde, from this storm here. Now, this is a hurricane as well now, but it is moving away. Hurricane Imelda creating 87-mile-per-hour winds moving east at 14 miles per hour away, but you could still see the impacts of some of the outer bands here in places like North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia heading into the evening. But the heaviest rain, Wilmington, Havelock, and points south as we get off the coast of Charleston there in South Carolina. So that's what's going on there out in the West Coast. If you happen to be watching from there, howdy from Hutch. The Cascades seeing some heavy rain showers from Vancouver down in towards areas west of Boise and the Great Basin. Quiet for now. Billings, Montana, we have some activity going on there for my Montana friends. Let's take a look at what we got going on. Up north near Glasgow and Malta, we have some showers rumbling there. Couple rumbles of thunder, not out of the question. Then as we look out towards Roundup and Hardin and Billings, we got some showers making their way through on the east side of Billings, heading in that general direction of you folks in Colstrip. So that's what's going on as we take a look at the national forecast and look at Minnesota here. We see some hit and miss showers out west of the James River Valley. Park Rapids is showing some green on the radar screen, but not necessarily a lot making its way down toward the ground. As we take a look up here near International Falls, that's a big heavy blob right there working its way across the Rainy Lake area right now, exiting Lake of the Woods, and that's where the heavy rain is for this evening. I hear some stars going on. I hear some questions, so I thank each and every one of you for your support of Hutch's Weather. Speaking of Hutch's Weather, let's take a look at hutchesweather.com. We've had a lot of photo uploads lately, and I gotta say thanks to you. When you go to Hutch's Weather, you can click right up here at the top menu bar. That's one place you can find the photos, but you can scroll down the page and see more. Last night and the night before last, I'm telling you what, folks, we had some fancy looking northern lights out there. This is Twin Valley and Melissa, very talented. And what Melissa did was really cool because sometimes to the naked eye, a video or image one here, you can't see that many colors. But when you do a longer exposure, Melissa explained a 30-second exposure is number 2. You could definitely see more colors within those northern lights that were up above the northern Minnesota area last night. Then image number 3, with a little bit of video editing, check out the color that was really there. And indeed it was. Now that atmosphere tends to bend light, so may not look quite this vibrant that you see in photo 3, but that just is a great example, Melissa, and thanks for sharing your talents with us. And you know what, your patience as well to get out there and check that out. Julia, thanks again. Like Melissa, how would you like a seat on one of these chairs, folks? I'm telling you what, Hutch would be having some fun, kicking back, checking out those waves, and look at the popcorn. All right, we'll call it cotton candy sky out there with just some beautiful colors. Ah, lake life indeed. And again, checking out the colors, I've been asking the last few days for you to share colors. This is Stacy Moe, Dunton Locks, County Park, and that is a beautiful view right there as you take a look at the leaf color getting started across Minnesota. Now, speaking of the leaf color, if you head over to hutchesweather.com, right at the top of the page, say, thanks, Joe. Go ahead and put a note into my friend Joe, who helps get that updated on the website. And you can see right here where there is the leaf color. So if you click on this right here where the pointer is, that is basically where we're going to have that ability to check out the leaf colors in Minnesota. So let's go ahead and click on that, and we'll show you what the latest is from the report from the DNR there across the great state of Minnesota. So their map is showing that already in the northern reaches of Minnesota here, where you see the oranges and the reds, leaves are very close to that 50 to 100% color. So big, vibrant colors. We're talking from, say, Norman County, Polk County, on up in towards the Kennedy area and Kitson County, as well as much of Marshall County, Minnesota. Get out toward Grand Rapids, some good viewing there. Where we see the green colors, it's just getting started. And that includes parts of Grant County and the I-94 corridor there. Now, if you happen to live somewhere else, Joe has helped Hutch get this fixed for us too. Now we can take a look elsewhere across the region and nation for color. So if you're watching from Colorado, you can click on this little line here. For somewhere else, click here. Okay, Joe, you've got my interest peaked. Let's see what it does when we click there on that particular item. I got to get my clicker working here. Sorry about that. I got to hold the control key. So now when this map loads up here, you're looking at a fall foliage prediction map for the nation. So you scroll down here, you're going to find that map. And when you do, you'll have that ability to take a peek at what's going on in your neck of the woods. Here's the map. You got to go to the top of the page and you can scroll through. This is September 1st, and watch how things change now as we head into October. So the first week of October shows northern North Dakota, northern Minnesota in the reds, and that is great color. Notice the Rocky Mountains seeing great color, but the browns, that's indication that you're passing the peak colors. So by the time we get through the middle of October, if I click on that, you're going to see that most of northern North Dakota and northern Minnesota will be past peak on average. And well, you'll have to go down south to southern Minnesota, southern North Dakota as well. And you can still see beautiful colors in western parts of Nebraska. And look at the Appalachia area out there as well. Gorgeous colors as we head through the month of October. It's awful fun to say. It's that time of the year. More questions, more comments. Let me see. Northern Lights are happening right now. Argyle Dragon, thank you so very much for doing that. You're always welcome to go over to hutchesweather.com and go ahead and hit the photos up button and upload that. You can also upload videos of what's going on right now. And when those come in real time, I'll show them right here on the live broadcast. So again, one of the treats of living up here in the Northern Plains is the ability to see these northern lights, and it's a lot of fun. So get out there while the happening is good. Well, we do have some breaks in the clouds out there. Let's take a look at that satellite imagery, shall we? I had to go over to the satellite map here and click on satellite. I'll get that loaded up for you momentarily here, and then we'll take a look at the infrared satellite. That's what we use at night in meteorology. Let me show you. Here we go. So as we turn a look to the radar and satellite once again, we're going to see, pardon my view here, I don't know what's going on with that, but we got some kind of a screen issue going on. See the cloud cover, Fargo, North Grand Forks, Northwest Minnesota, clear skies there. The colors you're seeing here is temperature. Infrared measures temperature. So those satellites are looking at temperature. The warmest temperatures are usually the ground where things are warmer. But when we have cold cloud tops, they get colder and colder the higher we get. So we start seeing vibrant colors showing up on this map here. So as we take a look at what this looks like, just to point it out, where we have the big hurricanes, those are thunderstorms. Look at the bright colors here. So any of the reds and whites you see here, extremely high, very cold cloud tops at the top of cumulonimbus clouds that are circling the eye. Now, we do also see that that is the case out there off the coast of Florida right now with Amelia that's working its way off to the east and away from the coast of the United States. So viewing for those northern lights could be a little tricky across North Dakota, though. You're in business. Northwest Minnesota, you're in business. Passing clouds and a few showers across central Minnesota. Now let's see what we got. Hey, from Mesa, Arizona. Susie, good to see you. Thank you for watching from Mesa, Arizona. Watching from Dilworth, Minnesota as well. That's always good. And Brenda says, I want cool. And the cool pool is here. Let's take a look at that rain chance late in the week, and then we'll wrap this update up. I think we've answered most of the questions, at least as I can see. Now let's take a look at our area specifically with the European model. Now, what I want to point out with the European model here is that basically as we go through the next 24 hours to 48 hours, we're going to have passing pimples. That's not something that, well, never mind. Let's just talk about the fact that we'll have a hit and miss thunder shower as we go through Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, once we get off into the weekend here comes that Friday low pressure system. See it forming in parts of western South Dakota? It's right there, folks. South winds ahead of it mean we stay warm on Friday, but notice the band of precipitation kind of north of this warm front. This is a warm front extending up to the north. Warm air down to the south of it. Up here, it's cooler, and that's going to kick off some showers along that boundary. Showers, rumbles of thunder on Friday will be most likely there. Now, as we continue our way through Friday and head on into Saturday morning, you'll see those passing showers will mainly be up north, and then as we go into Saturday, more showers from the west. Now, this low pressure system here, I think it's jumping on me just a little bit, pardon me. Okay, let me pause it there. So now what we're looking at, Sunday, low pressure moves into the central Dakotas. On the north side of it, the cool pool side, we're going to get showers. Is this a severe situation? No. This is going to be some normal north of the low kind of wet rain. And that's the kind of rain you like if you need moisture, right? The wet variety as opposed to the white variety. Bands of heavy rain, and it does kind of persist Saturday and into Sunday morning. This is Sunday at 1 a.m. So that's what we're looking at there. Now, as we go through the rest of Sunday, our best chance in the Red River Valley and parts of Minnesota happen on Sunday for some moisture and wraparound moisture. So this European model has the best chance of rain here on Sunday. It looks to be more persistent and likely heavier as we go across parts of central North Dakota, southwest North Dakota, into northwest Minnesota on a diagonal. I'll show you the rainfall precipitation map, but do you see these blue lines here? That's a cold pool of air in Montana. Coldest air of the season for some of you. And the purple mixing in there is sleet and snow. You see that? So a little burp and hiccup in the forecast from that on the European model. Now, what I did say we would take a look at is that precipitation. So we're going to look at the 24-hour accumulated precipitation as we go through the different days. So here's what will be on the ground between Friday morning and Saturday morning, mainly up near Lake of the Woods. Now, as we click this forward a little bit in time, when we get to Sunday, well, let's go a little bit farther on Sunday. By Sunday sunrise, let's see if I can get there. Sunday sunrise, look at the rainfall, persistent and heavy in places. 1 to 2 inches are possible. Not as widespread as this model is showing because that rarely happens. But we could have some areas getting upwards of 1.5, maybe even 2 inches of rain. Just spits here in the valley. Now, as we go from Sunday night, then Sunday afternoon and into the night, that's when this band of rain and precipitation crosses us. So that by the time we look at from Sunday morning to Monday morning, the best chance of rain, northwest Minnesota, and we will have some passing showers here. So that's the diagonal, southwest North Dakota, right into the Lake of the Woods area where the rainfall will be soaking for some of your fields out there. All right, that's a look at your full weather forecast. I hope it was comprehensive and you got the information you were looking for. It looks like we're all wrapped up here with most of the questions. Hi, Hutch, tuning in from Phoenix. Brad, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good day. And on that note, we will check in again a little bit later. Have a good night. And Brad, thank you. You know
this has been a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Hutch's Weather.